Hello, Stacey, and welcome to the Mayor's Parlour here in Stockport Town Hall. So, what's going on here today?
Thank you, Adrian. Adrian Nottingham, of course, the Mayor of Stockport, and this is an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having us. The reason why we're here today is because of a wonderful project that we're doing for Janome. And Janome are the sewing machine company that are the world leaders, and they have had their wonderful headquarters around the Stockport area since the 1960s. And so it was lovely to connect with you and just to talk to you about this project, because it actually ties everything in around the Jubilee year, which we're really excited about. Good. So Janome have, I'm very, very grateful to say, have been wonderfully supportive to me as a creative artist, a textile artist, and they have supported me to put together this crazy idea I had about doing these really massive portraits for a project I'm calling Golden Threads around the Jubilee, where I'm creating 3 massive portraits of Her Majesty and then Elizabeth I and Queen Victoria, alongside actually getting all of the community involved, all of the sewing community involved, to create postcards for Her Majesty that are all sewn, and they basically are 2-sided joyful things to send well wishes to the Queen. And then the main thing is using. Then they're using me as their ambassador, I'm very thrilled to say, for their BIG JANOME Skill Share, which is the new big launch, the second of their skill shares, that started during the pandemic, where they got people involved to actually start the quilting process. And this time it's all about freehand machine embroidery. So the reason why I'm standing right next to you, Adrian, is because we're really hoping that you're going to be game for basically. So if you'd like to hold up maybe to the camera, here's one I made earlier of the Stockport coat of arms, which again you've just shown me on your amazing chain as well, some elements of it, and basically so we're going to get you to do a little bit of freehand because we're skill sharing with you. And if you'd like to just say, have you ever sewn before?
I haven't ever sewn before, so looking forward to this. Nervously.
Oh well, that's good. Don't worry, you're in safe hands. I won't do anything that was too scary. But I'll just show you a little bit of work before we start going. So this is just a little sketch that we've done, that I've done of Her Majesty, which again is just a very simple line drawing, but that's all in thread. And this would be partly because of the postcards, and so everyone's coming up with their own design. So we'd love you also maybe to even think about doing your own postcard to Her Majesty and to your own well wishes. Right. So that's for later. And then just to give you a bit of a heads up, this is a little bit of a sample that I created of for my big project of my large scale work of Her Majesty, and this has all just been created through Solvay, which is the glue stabilizer I mentioned before, and this has all just been created with thread and with organza and created on this model of machine. And this also is another embellishment that will go onto the golden threads. Her Majesty's, I'm trying to recreate a beautiful gown that she wore when she was still a princess, just before she was just before the coronation. So for the large scale portrait, so that's all been sewn just out of little bits of this and that. So there are so many things you can do on the machine, which is really exciting.
Very good.
And the reason why we're actually connecting with you also, thank you also as the Mayor, is because I'm thrilled to say that in Margate, in my own hometown, I've actually been gifted, which is incredible, to be working. My studio currently is the Mayor's Parlour. Yes. Yeah. And so that's where I'm actually creating Her Majesty. And so we were trying to connect all of this wonderful celebration together with the Mayors, yes, and with you guys as well. Good. Good. So thank you for playing.
Pleasure.
So shall we get going?
Yes, please.
Okay, fantastic. And we haven't, I'll just say to camera as well, we haven't actually even done a little try. This really is the beginning, the first time you've ever used a sewing machine. So what I'd love you to do is to slide the hoop across, and what you do is you manually put your finger underneath, that's right, and then you lift that up and then you slide the wooden hoop underneath. That's right. Sometimes it's a little bit of a squeeze, but it does work. There we go. Perfect, you're underneath. So once it's fully under, and you're within the aperture of the hoop. And then just push it over a little bit more, if you will. Sorry, that away.
That way.
And then you push the presser foot down again. Now, I've set everything up so you don't have to think about anything else. This literally is now just a drawing machine for you to play with. So just think about the fact that this is a static pencil, and in order to draw, you do this. Yeah, so that's exactly how it works. So what I'd love you to do, you've got some green in there, and I'd like you, if you could swivel around a little bit with the hoop, and then maybe start at the bottom. And then what I'd like you to do is think about the fact that this is grass.
Yeah.
So grass to me is sort of in this direction.
Yes.
It sort of goes up, and the direction that you draw in really makes a difference. So if you can just push up and down, and in order then to create the mark makes, you literally take the sides of the hoop and then you just push it backwards and forwards. And it's the sort of thing that you don't think about too much. You just try, and then you understand it intrinsically.
Okay.
So, and I love your enthusiasm. I'm so glad that you're doing this. So what you do is literally just pop your foot on the accelerator, if you will, and then don't press too hard to begin with. You're on a medium speed, and then go a little bit, see how it feels. If you like it, keep going all the way across within the little boundaries, if you will, that I've created there.
Yeah.
And then if you can go up to the edge, that would be amazing, or somewhere close. But if you start and then kind of think, gosh, what am I doing? Then you can stop. Okay. Best of luck.
So, Stacey, from the bottom, up as far as the
That's
lines,
right. That's
up
right.
and down.
You're already there. Amazing. Okay. So what I would advise you to do, look at that, you already did it. So I was going to say that you can actually use the hand wheel to actually lower it in the perfect place, but you've just done that already. So off we go, and I'm here to hold your hand if you need me. Look at that, fantastic. Oh my goodness. Amazing.
This is great.
Fantastic. Well done. This is excellent. I'm very impressed.
The look of concentration.
Yes, exactly. And we've got this on camera for you to prove to all of your loved ones that you actually have done this as well, which is excellent.
I think it'll be very evident which bit I've done, won't it?
No, not at all. No, but you're doing very, very well. I'm very impressed.
And is that the right speed?
Yeah, well, so I was actually just about to say, so the really wonderful thing about freehand is you will notice that you actually were going at a very regulated speed.
Yes.
Everyone has their own stitch within them. It's a bit like handwriting, and you don't realise what it is until you do it. So that's your natural stitch. If you want to sort of jazz it up a bit and then change your stitching around it, you push at a different speed. So it means you give it a bit of welly, or you slow it right down.
Okay, but keep the foot the same.
And that's also then the next step up from there. So you already got it. Look at that, you're cooking on gas.
Let's try that.
Adrian Nottingham, not just the mayor, but also clearly a freehand understander, which I love. Thank you. Look at this, wonderful. Well done, that's fantastic. Now, does that feel quite unnatural?
Does it feel
unnatural? Because if it doesn't, then keep pushing it until it does feel unnatural. Okay. Because then when you're stepping out, now you're doing it. Fantastic. Because I can see that you're pushing your boundaries, and that's what's interesting, because you've gone away from your natural stitch, and that's where growth is. Does it feel quite free?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm very much enjoying this.
Fantastic. Well done. Excellent.
Slightly apprehensive about the final result.
I can 100% guarantee you that I do not need to sew over that. It's beautiful.
I think the grass is beginning to go sideways a little bit.
Well, that's good. Grass does go sideways. We'll just pretend that the mower went over it at a funny angle or something. It's wonderful. Well done, you. I'm really impressed.
I could do this all afternoon now.
Yeah. It's a great meditation, and that's what's also fantastic about this. This isn't just about sewing. So I've had the privilege of working with Janome for years, and I've had the privilege of doing lots of workshops for the WI and John Lewis and Kirsty Allsop shows and all of those things. And I have to tell you that when people really get this, I literally watch their personality change, their shoulders drop, they breathe differently. because there's this sort of, oh, okay, this is okay. I've learnt something new, and I can do it, and it becomes a much bigger practice, and it really, really is good for you. This is perfect mental health, and it's instant.
Yeah.
As soon as, because a bit like painting. So I trained as an illustrator. It's very messy. Whereas with this, you literally have got your machine set up. You've got your threads, and then you just take the odd 5 minutes here and there, and you just relax.
Very good.
So keep going. You're doing
Keep going.
fantastically well.
There we go again.
Well done. So again, maybe you want to put your foot down at a different speed as well as change the hoop speed as well. And maybe even go at slightly different angles with your brass as well, perhaps. Sort of almost make them a little bit curvy. That is brilliant. Well done. Fantastic. Look at that. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm really proud of you. That is fantastic. I never ever, honestly, never ever thought that you would just take
There we go.
that quickly. That is wonderful. Fantastic.
Oops.
No, but the great thing is there's no oops,
Okay.
because everything is meant to be slightly messy because of the nature of the actual thing. Now that you're going to find at the moment that you're about to hit the side of the hoop, but that's
Yes.
okay. So what I'll do is I'll basically, when I unhoop it, I'll actually go into the corner for you and
Great.
finish that off, and then you just move the hoop over.
Very good.
But if you're a convert, then basically I know that Janome will do their best to take care of you, being the true Stockport supporter
There we go.
that you are and they are. Well, that's amazing. So may I take it out and show everyone?
Certainly.
Thank you so much. So if
We
you
just
just
lift
lift your, that's right, lift the presser foot again, and then you lift up manually under, that's right, with your finger for the foot, and then as you take it out, and give the both top and bottom of the threads a bit of a chop. So you've got, that's right, and then the bottom thread as well.
Oh yes, I can see
with the
that one.
bobbin. And then once that's off, and then if you want to turn around and show camera, look at that!
There we are.
That is absolutely wonderful.
I enjoyed that, Stacey.
I am so impressed. That is really excellent.
Good.
I really hope that that's not the last time that you do freehand.
There we are.
And thank you so much for playing. I really appreciate it. And this will be winging its way back to you once it's finished as a gift, as a thank you for all of this. It's wonderful to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Thank you.